Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, I'm over here. How are you? Welcome to the Data Puppets Keynote, the Data Potato, A New Hope, part of the continuing series, Journey to the Center of the Single Version of the Truth, the greatest data story ever told. I'm your host, the CDO, the Chief Dog Officer, and we will begin today with some documentary footage taken at a typical global enterprise and see if this sounds like your organization.
Hello, I'm the CDO. I must create a data-driven utopia of interoperability where insights flow freely from workflow to edge across integrated ecosystems. And I have to fix the quarterly reports. Let's give a call to IT and see how they're doing. We'll patch them in.
It's the ITB here.
Hello, IT. What do we need to create my data-driven utopia of interoperability and fix the quarterly reports?
Our resources are devoted to the metadata content and analytics graph hub fabric mesh to enable the operational infrastructure scaling of the digital transformation.
I thought I was good at buzzwords.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. And we have to fix the quarterly reports.
You should be a gilly.
A gilly?
Yes, a gilly. A-G-I-L. Look in Wikipedia. Look under Agile.
Let me check with the head of the tiger team.
I'm sure we could scrum something up.
Here's what they've got. Soap. Yawn. Rest.
I'm ready for a bath, a sweater, and a nap.
Python. Panda. Spark. Whoa, dangerous. What else you got down there? Kafka. JSON. A lot of JSON. Squirrel. SQL. NoSQL. And what's a pirate's favorite programming language? R. And the latest, greatest, and buzziest.
Oh, does that go with the pirate?
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the pirate.
But it's a ship.
Try this then. See if you can sound it out.
Kubernetes.
Eyes. Kubernetes.
Kubernetes!
One more thing.
Toilet paper?
After all that integration, we're gonna have to clean up our back end.
Now, what about the data?
The data?
I don't have the data.
Yeah, what about the data?
The data?
Why would I have anything to do with data?
Your IT!
It's information technology. You're the CDO.
CDO is Chief Dog Officer. The business has the data.
The business has it.
Sorry I'm late for the call. I'm a little dizzy from our Customer 360. What about the data? It's the new oil.
I thought you had the data.
I don't have the data. I'm the business. Let's go fix the quarterly reports. After you fix the quarterly reports, can we start monetizing our big data? Wow. If it's so big, how come I can't see it?
What about my analytics graph hub fabric mesh?
Stop with the buzzwords.
That stings.
I don't have any data.
Kubernetes.
Now what do we do?
I don't have everybody always coming
Why
to
would
me
I have
with
my
data?
data?
Does that sound like your organization?
Hello, Big Data London. Good to see you. All right. Yes, does it sound like your organization? I'm Scott Taylor, the Chief Puppet Officer. And I will tell you, that's the number one piece of feedback I got when I posted that video a few years back. This sounds just like my organization. And the other piece of feedback I got was, can I use this in a presentation? And so people started showing this as part of their presentations. I did an interview on the Lights on Data show. And then my last step to being totally inspired, I Googled the term data puppets, and I'm the only thing that shows up. I got 100% organic reach here, SEO marketer's dream. So I realized, I did these three voices, the dog, the bee, and the monkey are my voices, but I wanted to expand this universe, and I don't have a range like Mel Blanc or Charlie Martinet. I had to go find some friends of mine. So I've got a whole bunch of data puppet voices in the audience here. Let's see your puppets there. Yell and say hi. There they are, part of the cast. And so here's a recording session of the next episode you're going to see with me, Pia Marola, who is the CFO, the Chief Fish Officer, Kate Strachny, who many of you know, and Joe Perez here, and they transform into the rest of the C-level board. CFO's a fish, CMO's a mouse, CEO's an elephant. Sometimes this stuff just writes itself. How has nobody else thought of this here? So now you're going to see actually the very first episode in this series. You're going to see some stuff out of order here, but just for fun, which is the CDO trying to establish himself at a board meeting to get funding for the data work that he's going to do. Sound like your organization?
Hello, I'm the CDO. It's my job to bring value to the company with data. To do this, I plan to build a data-driven utopia of interoperability where insights flow freely from workflow to edge across integrated ecosystems. It's time to present that business value-focused strategy to the board to gain executive support and secure ongoing funding. Every CDO has their day, and today is mine. Jumping on the call now.
Today, we embark on a transformation journey to meet our primary objective towards sustainable growth and long-term value for all stakeholders by implementing a vision-driven, purpose-led, performance-oriented, customer-focused business strategy. Marketing, what are our plans to meet these goals?
A fully integrated program that will bolster brand awareness while optimizing the customer experience. With seamless omni-channel tactics, increase and improve MQLs, SEO, SEM, and PPC for our new product line extensions that will surely have the world beating up path to our door.
You mean we need to build a better mousetrap?
I wouldn't put it that way.
Finance, what are the latest numbers?
We are underwater.
Oh no!
From my perspective, that's a good thing.
Yes, of course.
Luckily, we optimized our financial performance through a combination of risk management and operational efficiency that drove top-line growth and improved bottom-line profitability.
Excellent. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
That's the way you need to put it.
I have a bone to pick with our business metrics. What's our latest customer count?
That depends
On what?
how we look at it.
Looking at it my way,
I prefer my way.
We have many ways.
Nice to know everyone wants to see things one way, their way.
It's like the old story about the 6 blind men trying to, well, you should pardon the expression, describe an elephant.
I am not interested in hearing about how half a dozen guys, no matter what their perspective, talk about my shape. Now, who's our biggest customer?
It depends.
That's what I get for paying this group peanuts. What is our brand status?
we have #1 market share versus all our competitors that are smaller than us.
What about bigger competitors?
We define those as outside of our sector.
What are our largest customer categories?
Unknown, then other, followed by other.
Other?
It's too hard to spell miscellaneous, and we had a sudden increase in the DK category.
DK?
It stands for don't know.
This is outrageous.
We can check all this on the quarterly reports, which at this point we barely generate twice a year.
Do you mean biannually or semi-yearly?
Our fiduciary responsibility requires that the quarterly reports get generated 4 times a year.
At least.
Not at least.
I'm afraid we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Excuse me?
We don't have dependable insights for our business because we can't leverage our data.
Why not?
We need ubiquitous data literacy, massively engaged stakeholders, and deep cultural change.
There is only one way to do that.
Buy more software!
Yes! And then we can create a data-driven utopia of interoperability where insights flow freely from workflow to edge across integrated ecosystems.
Quit hounding us on that project.
His programs are all bark and no bite.
I'd rather invest in fintech.
What does our COO think?
This all looks good to me. I can see the clear vision and appreciate the transparency.
CDO, if we support this, can you also fix the quarterly reports?
Yes.
I am not going to forget this commitment.
She never forgets anything.
Get it done. Now, everyone back to work.
Hello? Are you still here?
Hello? Where is everybody?
All right, let's hear for that group here. Marianne Taylor as the Chief Ostrich Officer here, my beautiful wife, who's also the executive producer of the Data Puppets. And of course, the CMO himself, Dr. Joe Perez. Joe, stand up there. So what do you do when you go on a data journey? Of course, what do? You got to hire a consultant. In this case, it's a CAT-sultant from Meow Kinsey, and let's see how this works out.
Hello, I'm the CAT-sultant from Meow Kinsey. I used to be at Accenture, so we're clear. Billing started when I said hello.
Then let's skip the questions and just listen to you explain our business back to us.
That would be perfect. Do you want to know what time it is? First, let me borrow your watch.
Classic consulting.
You brought me in to give you what appears to be a third-party objective view, but is actually what everyone on the team is too afraid to tell you.
I guess we're like herding cats.
That's not how I like to put it.
I'm sorry I'm late for the meeting. I was in a seminar about disruption.
If you are behind on getting ahead, you must avoid disruption. Avoid disruption.
Oh, sorry.
So we're clear. What are your objectives?
Create a data-driven utopia,
And fix the quarterly report.
maybe even use data to sell more stuff.
Meow Kinsey has also determined that the average chief dog officer is put down in their first 2 years. CAT-sultants, however, have 9 lives. Although you might live and die on this initiative, I just go on to the next.
What do we do?
As with most enterprises, you are suffering through a failed paradigm shift going from legacy siloed tech debt infrastructure towards a hyper-scaled multi-cloud, cross-cloud, super-cloud, super-duper cloud environment.
We need your help.
We need a game-changing, synergistic, future-proof value proposition.
Wow, you're good.
Let's circle back and double-click to drill down and think outside the box for a solution that will move the needle.
Impressive.
Let me share the agenda for our readout. Why we are great. What your problem is, how everyone else is doing better, how we can save you, why we get paid either way.
Let's just get started.
We'll conduct thorough testing, refining, iterating, then iterating again, and iteration on those iterations until each project component meets the highest billable hours. Standard. Nothing pays better than a little ocean boiling. We recommend strategic enhancements to ensure the system remains adaptable and aligned with evolving needs and a readiness to meet future challenges until it becomes legacy, and we can start it all over again.
Hooray!
We can create robust, successful systems that fully realize your dual bimodal vision of 1, a data-driven utopia, and 2, fixing the quarterly reports.
Data-driven utopia.
Fixing the quarterly reports.
And not necessarily in that order.
Any questions?
Can we have a copy of the slides?
No. What will you do with them? It's like a video of a concert. You'll never look at it again.
All right, fine.
Remember, this is not just about the technology. It's also about the software.
Yes, software.
And you know what that means?
Demos.
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 Yes.
Demos, demos, demos.
That would be perfect.
Samir Sharma as the CAT-sultant right here. That would be perfect. Moving right along, who knows the data summer school for data leaders? Who's been part of that? By the wonderful Carruthers and Jackson. So of course, the CDO has to go into that training, and we transform Peter and Caroline into these 2 little characters who are known as Caroline Bubble and Peter Squeak with the Chief Dog Officer Obedience School. So we can't show the whole episode here, but we're going to give you a taste of what happens at the CDO Obedience School with Peter and Caroline.
Greetings all and welcome to
the Chief Dog Officer Obedience School. I'm Peter Squeak.
and I'm Caroline Bubble.
We're Squeak and Bubble.
Bubble and Squeak.
Oh, sorry, Bubble and Squeak. We have a special guest today.
The Chief Dog Officer.
Honored to be here.
I'm sure you are.
You really should be.
I just love this new collar. What a wonderful gift.
Glad you like it. All our students get one.
But more on that in a moment. We hear you have quite a data mess on your hands. Perhaps pause is a better word.
Bit of a dog's breakfast of information, so to speak.
Yes, that's why I'm looking for your help.
We know, darling. Can we call you darling?
Yes, darling suits him.
CDO, Chief Darling Officer.
That's rich.
Love it.
Love it. Love it.
So, data, what is your darling strategy?
Don't you mean, darling, what is your data strategy?
Oh, good catch.
I want to create a data-driven utopia of interoperability where insights flow freely from workflow to edge across integrated ecosystems.
Love it. Love it.
What was that?
That was our buzz color, darling.
When we hear buzzwords,
You'll get a shock.
the buzzier the words.
The bigger the shock.
It is Chief Dog Officer Obedience School, after all.
Guess I didn't notice it in the terms and conditions.
What else are you working on?
I'll be using an analytics graph hub fabric mesh.
Shall we?
I fear we must. Give it one more go.
And I need to fix the quarterly reports.
Splendid.
That's a good boy.
Chief Dog Officer role can be really, really important to enterprises of all sizes.
We have certainly seen rapid growth.
Could you say rabid?
Oh dear, I meant rapid.
But in some cases, it's rabid, wouldn't you say?
Oh indeed, we've seen more than one Chief Dog Officer go into old yellow mode.
Very ugly.
Ugly, very yes.
It isn't all milk bones and chewy toys for chief dog officers these days.
According to industry analyst Gartner, 68% of chief dog officers are put down in their first 2 years.
Competing firm Frogester says it's nearly 70-10.
Ruh-roh.
Our findings suggest 3 top reasons for these canine catastrophes. Reason number 1, no seat at the big table. Is your doggy dish on the floor, or are you up on the counter next to the other leaders in your executive team?
Reason number 2, lack of business focus. Chief dog officers are often distracted by the shiny new toys.
Hit my dago, fetch. Reason number 3, unclear direction. Whether it's sit, stay, roll over, tickle tummy, or play dead, many enterprises confuse their CDOs with too many initiatives.
That's all I can show you for today. We got more show, but Caroline Carruthers here representing the Chief Dog Officer Obedience School. And there they are. Peter's here too. Peter's not here, but we love him. So next, we needed a big thought leader in the space to give them some insight with the CDO. And who's a bigger thought leader, really, than Bernard Marr? Who knows Bernard Marr? 1.5 million followers. He'll be here tomorrow. Unfortunately, he's not here today. So we have Bernard Marr, who's transformed into Kennard Starr, a very impressive data leader and data thought leader. Let's hear what he has to say.
Everything we do turns to data. Data is abundant and its volume keeps growing incessantly. Ours is a world where there's more data now than ever before. There's more data now than there was when I started to say there's more data now than ever before. There's even more now than there just was. Wait a moment. See? Now there's even more data. More data everywhere. Instead of bringing fabulous insights, this data is causing a cacophony of chaos.
He understands what we're going through.
Enterprises of all sizes are struggling to make sense of it.
It's like he works here.
CDOs of all breeds are challenged to keep up.
How does he know?
Over 2/3 of chief dog officers are put down in the first 24 months.
Why do they have to keep saying that?
As you approach the 4th, 5th, and in some contexts, perhaps nearing the 6th industrial revolution, you must ponder the tough questions. Do you want to be data-driven, but can't find a place to park? Do you duplicate redundant efforts?
Yes, that's us.
Are your data eyes bigger than your system stomach? Do you duplicate redundant efforts?
Yes, that's us.
Or can you strive and thrive by creating a data-driven utopia of interoperability, where your insights flow freely from workflow to edge across integrated ecosystems?
Wow, I love this.
All while you fix your quarterly reports?
He really gets me.
In that case, my friends, you must get your data ducks in a row and brace yourself for a groundbreaking discovery in the realm of data analytics and AI. It is so without precedent that it is unprecedented in its sheer unprecedentedness.
What is it?
What is it, you wonder? Could there be a silver bullet, panacea, one-size-fits-all, quick fix, band-aid, easy button, magic wand solution? The answer, without a doubt, is yes. Of course, yes. Thank you all for listening.
Wait, what is it?
Now I'll take questions. Are there any?
Can you give us a hint?
You'll have to stay to the end to find out what the one-size-fits-all, quick fix, panacea, easy button, magic wand solution is. But before that, if you're a data person and a data leader, of course you need a data engineer. And what better data engineer to have than the one that wrote Fundamentals of Data Engineering, which of course would be Joe Reese right here, wearing the same fatigues. This is kind of a business hobby of mine, so it moves at the pace of a hobby, so not everything's done yet. So you're going to see some unfinished clips of the scene I'm working on with Joe to give you a sense of the dynamic here, because you don't have time to set it up. Data is ping pong balls. There's a pipeline. And so these are just a little quick snippets from the scene that Joe's going to be part of.
I'm the data engineer. I'm moving data from upstream to downstream as fast as I can, but we're flooded with data problems. Do you have any idea what's going on?
Nope.
My team spends 80% of their time wrangling and munging data.
And the other 20% complaining about it. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Every day, our source data has missing, inaccurate, or incomplete values.
I do admit we have some quality, governance, reliability, monitoring, fragmentation management, and pipeline issues.
Other than that, everything is fine.
Nothing is fine.
Maybe we just have to shift left.
This ETL pipeline is running great.
Nice.
Nice.
Now check this out. Reverse ETL.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think our data lake is leaking.
All right, Joe Reese, there's more to come for Joe. And he can't work alone as a data engineer, so we've got his partner, my cousin, Carly Taylor, as the data engineer bird. Say hi, Carly. All right, moving along here, I took a little detour and I started doing these puppets live at trade shows. So I go to a trade show with a puppet. I went to Salesforce and had a spoon. I couldn't find a fork, so I called him Runcible Spoon. He went around saying "fork you" to everybody. That was fun. Take a look at that on YouTube. I went to AWS with Jeff Bezos. And then finally, I went to Gartner with an Antilist, and we did an interview with Cindy Housen from ThoughtSpot. And you'll see this little clip of an interview we did with her right on the spot. And actually, listen to the first words here, because that's how much prep I gave her.
What are we doing?
Hi, we're at ThoughtSpot. We're doing an inquiry with the Antilist from Gardner. What is your name?
I'm Cindy. That's Data Diva.
What do you guys do?
We are the AI-powered analytics platform for all your cloud data.
What's all this about dashboards being dead?
Dashboards are dead. There is no future in them. What you really want is AI-generated actionable insights.
How can they
They
possibly
are dead.
be dead?
Dead.
Really?
Squash them like a fire ant, like splat.
Squash them like what did you say?
fire ant.
You're moving right down the magic quadrant with that kind of comment.
No, see, live boards are live.
Oh, lovely, a demo.
Let's do it on it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. This is a great place to talk about the Gardner Ripe Cycle. We got low-hanging fruit, we got rotten to the core, we got peak of perfection. You got to check it out.
All right, let's hear it for Cindy. Best sport, a good sport here, Cindy, with Data Diva. Like I said, I've done 40 of these interviews. They're still in the can here. I got to do some editing. So then I did another live interview at Data Universe, which was the short-lived sister event of Big Data in New York. And I got the dream come true moment to actually do live puppetry on camera with Kate Strachny. And you get to see sort of behind the scenes. I went to some puppet schooling, so they taught me always put your hand as high as possible and use a monitor. So it was a real thrill for me. This was totally ad lib. Our crew said, we got 15 minutes if you want to do puppets, hurry up. So we did it a little bit, kind of ad lib, and you'll see some of this here.
Kate Strachny. I'm here with the ITB. How is your day going?
I'm great, honey.
I wanted to ask, what are you seeing new?
What we're seeing new is the same stuff everywhere. All of a sudden, everybody's talking about Gen AI. Everything we're already doing in legacy, all I have to do is say, hey, now we got Gen AI. Actually, if I can admit this, sometimes we tell the business we're doing AI, but it's really machine learning. They can't tell the difference.
Tell us about your session.
This is my first keynote. Data's the new honey. I don't know if you realize this, but the only food that does not go bad is honey. It never goes bad, just like our data. Our data never goes bad. We save everything. We keep it forever.
Data does not spoil.
Data's the new honey. Look for it.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us with the ITB.
All right, where am I? So as we left our hair, what's the one-size-fits-all quick fix panacea, easy button, magic wand solution? Let's hear what Kennard Starr has to say.
Could there be a silver bullet, panacea, one size fits all, quick fix, band-aid, easy button, magic wand solution? The answer, without a doubt, is yes. Of course, yes. As I converse with enterprises worldwide, they desire data management to become more palatable, appetizing, and topped with delicious business value. And thus, I present to you the data potato.
What a tremendous idea.
Incredible as it may seem, the data potato supports nearly infinite enterprise applications.
This is perfect.
It can be sliced, diced, baked, mashed, roasted, fried, scalloped, au gratin, and even tots.
Tots.
I know, yum, yummy yum. In my latest book, The Data Potato Revolution, I've documented scrumptious case studies from across the globe. Data poutine in Canada, data rosti in Switzerland, data gnocchi in Italy, data papas alla huancaina in Peru, and data alu gobi in India. From data vichyssoise in France to the modern data hash brown stack in Australia, the data potato is feeding use cases across every type of company, in every sector, at every level of maturity. Finally, all your data problems shall vanish once you implement the data potato.
This is fantastic.
As you can see, the data potato will solve all your problems.
What do we do next?
What do we do next? That's the big question for everybody. What do you do next once you have the software? So we won't get serious for a moment, but I feel like if you have a chance and you see something crazy in the data space, just hashtag it data potato. See if we can't start a little bit of a movement there to get some of the buzzword talk out of our space. So what is next? What's next for the Data Puppets? I'm just going to keep going building these episodes as I do them It's a hilariously fun job for me. I get to work with all these wonderful, talented data folks and kind of have a Simpsons-like casting approach where we all get to do some fun stuff and poke a little fun at ourselves. Follow the Data Puppets on LinkedIn page. Follow us on YouTube. Some of these videos are already on YouTube, so check them out there. Here's my Gantt chart of what I'm doing in terms of episodes for Journey to the Center, the single version of the truth. You can see the green are published already. I'm still working on some other stuff. The data fever dream, the launch disaster. I've got a puppy intern that goes. But one thing that is final is the preview that I'm going to show you of the whole epic movie that this is all being put together. So I'll show you that right now, this little preview. It's not approved, it's approved for all data audience, but could be disturbing to some, inappropriate for some business stakeholders. But take a look.
In a world of legacy.
I'm the CDO, Chief Dog Officer. I need to build a data-driven utopia of interoperability.
At an enterprise all too familiar.
I'm the ITB, Information Technology. Why would I have anything to do with data?
Where everything we do turns to data.
There is more data now than ever before. In fact, there's more data now than when I just started to say there's more data now than ever before. Look, more data everywhere.
The stakes have never been higher.
I'm an Antylis from Gartner, and our research shows that 68% of CDOs are put down in their first 2 years.
Interesting, because at Frogaster, we see it as closer to 7 and 10.
Is that regular years or dog years?
Either way,
you're screwed.
You're stuffed.
Where can they turn in this desperate time of disparate data?
Hi, I'm the CAT-sultant from Meow Kinsey. Billing started when I said hi. We need more demos.
Hello, it's Salesforce. It's amazingly incredible and incredibly amazing to be here. The times, they are a-changin'.
I'm Microspoon. We can provide 360 view with 365 access. You'll be running in circles every single day. Our most recent innovation is the integration of ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. I can slice and dice it any way you want it.
Taking on the biggest challenge of all.
Fix the quarterly reports.
Fix the quarterly report.
Fix the quarterly reports.
In Journey to the Center of the single version of the truth.
This is a disaster. We've created a siloed hellscape. They are sure to put me down.
It's the greatest data story ever told.
Don't you worry, my little sweetie pop-ums. I, your fairy governance mother, and I bring with me my trusty data stewards.
Data Steward Unicorn, the domain expert with nearly unattainable data management skills.
I'm a data steward too, but my name is actually Stuart, and I work in data. People think it's hilarious, like your name is Stuart and you work in data. Has anyone ever said you're a data steward?
Journey to the center of the single version of the truth.
G-I-G-O, everybody knows.
G-I-G-O, that's the way it goes.
G-I-G-O, if you want to make your data work.
I'm more about the why than the how.
Coming soon to a device near you.
G-I-G-O, everybody knows. G-I-G-O.
Joe Perez, that's the narrator here. And the incredible, wonderful, the talented Tankai Fang as the unicorn and our musical maestro. So in our last moments here, I want to invite all the Data Puppet cast up to the stage. Let's give them a big hand for some of their work. And come on up here, Cindy. What a crowd here. Do we get a picture? Somebody get our picture, will you? Send us those pictures in LinkedIn, if you would. And anything you took of the bee, too, send in LinkedIn. So thank you. All right, so we'd like you all to join us in a final rendition here, led by Tankai. G-I-G-O, everybody knows. G-I-G-O.
That's the way it goes. G-I-G-O. That's the way to make the data work. G-I-G-O. Everywhere you go. G-I-G-O. Make the data flow. G-I-G-O. That's the way to make your data work. For AI, BI, for any type of KPI. You know it will never fly if the data's bad in the API.
Everyone, let's go. Go. That's the way it goes. G-I-G-O.
That's the way it goes. G-I-G-O.
Come on, folks.
If you want to make make your data work.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the data puppet. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank all of you. Thanks to left. Thank you, baby. As my wife.